Okay guys, all that tuna we caught, how do you can it? What do you do with it? What do you do with that much meat? You put it up. Here we go. Welcome to Hidden Valley Homestead, where my wife Olivia and I escaped the city to homestead our off-grid property in Idaho. This is our journey. Make sure you sterilize every jar, hot soapy water. Clean them good. Keep the jars hot. We're gonna be raw packing this stuff. Pressure canner, not a pressure cooker. Making sure those lids are nice and hot, sanitized. Getting that rubber seal nice and soft. I know if you guys have watched some of my last canning videos, I talked about reusing lids. Never, ever, 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 no, ever reuse a lid for tuna or meat for that matter. Jams, yeah, stuff that's not so critical. Salsa with high acid content, I'm not so worried about it, but this stuff is not a high acid content. Therefore, brand new lid every time. I'm putting tuna in these pint jars. I'm gonna double stack them in the canner. With this bad boy right here, I'm going here just like that. So a lot of recipes call for the tuna to be cooked first in the oven. I do not. You do not have to cook it first. It cooks. We're gonna can this stuff under a pressure canner. There's my beautiful helper. You have to can this stuff for 90 minutes under pressure at 12 pounds. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. That cooks it. That's plenty of time at 240 degrees to cook the tuna. So I know those of you that have done it differently, and go ahead and leave a comment. I know I'm gonna get the comments that you have to do it that way, but you don't. I took this from an old timer, and it comes out delicious every single time. But we do gourmet style. Check this out.
So I'm doing slivers. How am I doing it?
Slivers.
Like this? Is that correct?
Yep. Making your spears, cutting those things up. Making little slices. Same thing with the onion. Wow. Here, Vince, this is the sashimi stuff right here. Want a piece? Yeah. Look at that. Look at my knife just sinks in it. Look how soft that is. Wow. It's the best.
Gotta turn off that audio, man.
Look at that. Look at the thickness of that steak.
Slap it.
Hey, you. That's a fork. Yoshinoya cooking sauce. There you go. Have at it, Bubba. Oops. Oh, yum. Fresh, right out of the ocean. Mmm. Oh man.
It's a huge piece.
Mmm. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Wow. Fresh. Doesn't even taste fishy.
Vince, if you had to rate it, 0 out of 10?
Yes. Look at that. Look
Yes.
how perfectly pure and clean that meat is.
That's
10.
your answer?
Mmm.
10 out of 10?
That literally is melting in my mouth.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
It is literally melting in my mouth. Fuck this. Yeah, get rid of all the skin. Get your skin out. Don't worry about the fat. You can leave the fat on there. That's fine. But the skin's definitely no now. There you go. Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Make sure you get that piece of skin on. We don't want any skin on there when we're canning. So the white stuff is the fat. Nathan, I'm cutting this meat, dude, and the knife is literally just, I'm barely pushing it through the meat. It is so creamy. Unbelievable. Okay, put fish, put a couple pieces of fish in here. And then we're gonna throw a sliver of jalapeno in there. Just a smidge of garlic. That's perfect. A little bit of salt and pepper. filming in progress. I'm just gonna mash that down, get it in there as deep as I can, and the very last thing, do not add any liquid except for a little bit of olive oil. And that's it. Put the jar on. Muévete. Wiping that lid, that rim. Finger tight. There we go. Into the canner it goes. Okay, you're good. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to process these bad boys for 90 minutes. And I did a double stack. First time ever. Yeah. Making sure these bad boys line up and they're locked right. Making sure this is moving good. Make sure this is unobstructed right here. This is your steam valve. And then once we get steam blowing out of here for about 5 minutes, then we're gonna put the top on here and build up steam to 12 pounds, and that's when the time starts. If you get your pressure up a little bit too high, that's okay. Just you have to regulate the temperature, or you have to regulate the pressure with the heat on the flame. So keeping that flame down at, like, I don't know, what is that, medium? 11, 12, 13 pounds. We really want to keep it at about 11 pounds. That's what it says to do. So I'm turning the heat down a little bit. It was up to 15, so I turned the heat down a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Try to keep that pressure at about 11 pounds. 12, 13, a little more pressure isn't gonna hurt. It'll just cook faster. Go ahead, go through. Busy filming. If it's not the dog, all right. First batch is done, guys. Take 5. First batch is done, and here it is. Yeah, look at that, pints. That one's still bubbling. All of these lids have popped down. We heard a little ding, ding, ding. They all popped down. This one, I think I forgot. It didn't pop down because I forgot to wipe the rim. Absolutely, you have to wipe that rim, especially with meats and everything. Anything that you can, you have to wipe the rim. And because I'm using a little bit of olive oil on these, I might have got just a little bit on the rim, and so it didn't seal. So that's okay. We're going to eat that can of tuna. So guys, there's the first batch. 90 minutes. It came out beautiful. We're grilling some of it. We're shish kebabbing some of it. We're sashiming some of it. It's just unbelievably good, delicious meat. So guys, thanks for watching. If you guys like this content, subscribe. It's free, helps us bring more to you. And we do a lot of DIY, do-it-yourself videos, learn how to do stuff. Leave me a comment. Smash that bell. Either up or down, don't matter to me. But thanks for watching. See you on the next video.